Three, two, one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing. We're doing the live now. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, everyone. Okay, once again, good evening, good evening, good evening to everyone. It's nice to be back and welcome to the first ever episode natin ng live recording via TikTok. I'm using the TikTok platform for our live, but eventually, as mentioned, ang intention natin is to beef up further at magkaroon ng additional episodes. This is on top of the regular. Every Sunday kasi guys, naglalabas ako ng podcast episode via the Office Ninja Podcast sa Spotify. And we're also available in YouTube. So apart dun sa regular schedules natin, I'm inserting itong mga snippets lang ng kwentuhan, so to speak. Basically, what I did was to ask people via IG and Facebook ng mga workplace concerns nila or workplace problems. And ang goal natin is pumili ako, tapos yun yung magiging discussion natin. So let me just do a quick intro. This is the Office Ninja Podcast, but now we're doing it live. Sharp takes, real talk, and smart moves for today's workplace warriors. So yes, Friday na, pahinga na tayo, pero one last shot, pag-usapan lang natin yung mga naging problema natin, naging problema ninyo over the week. Let's cut to the noise. Ang goal natin is makapag-lead better sa mga humahawak ng tao. Kung kayo'y nasa HR, pat on the back. Kung kayo papasok pa lang sa workforce, magkaroon ng idea about work. And sa mga students, baka may mga students na nandito, baka lang naman, 'di ba? Magkaroon kayo ng idea what to expect pagdating sa work. Yes, we are live via TikTok and hopefully we end this episode na may natutunan tayo kahit papaano. So, ano ba ang topic natin for medyo basag? Ano ba ang topic natin ngayong gabi? Tonight is June 27. So ano ba ang pag-uusapan natin? Ang episode 1 is all about, basahin ko lang siya para hindi ko ma-miss yung tamang title. Bakit ako laging gumagawa pero siya ang laging napupuri? Ulitin ko lang siya ha. Our topic for episode 1 ng Office Ninja Live is bakit ako ang laging gumagawa pero siya ang laging pinupuri. So yes guys, this is all about those instances where kayo yung nag-effort, kayo yung nagpagod, kayo yung gumawa ng trabaho, pero for some reason, meron kang coworker, meron kang boss, or anyone sa paligid mo na nag-take ng credit. Diba? Paano yun? Pinagod ka, iba yung nakinabang. Sabi nga dito sa hook natin, late ka na nga umuwi, pagod na pagod ka, tapos pagdating sa presentation, siya yung bida. Aray, 'di ba? So yan yung pag-uusapan natin ngayong gabi, guys. Yes, nangyayari 'yan. Fortunately and unfortunately, the workplace is all about people dynamics. Hi Crazy, hi Primo, thank you at magandang gabi. So basically, when you talk about people, you're talking about differences sa personality. Pinag-uusapan natin ang iba't ibang ugali, iba't ibang motivation. In the first place, iba-iba ang reason natin ba't tayo nasa work. Siguro yung iba mas aggressive, yung iba chill lang, yung iba nga walang pakialam sa sumasahod. Iba-iba. So this particular problem is not extraordinary, but I think one of the reasons why pinili ko siya as our first topic is because maraming makaka-relate. I will not discuss this as an HR professional. I will discuss this more of parang perspectives para mapaisip-isip lang din tayo. So, hi. Uy, J1, hello. Happy Friday. So, ito yung mga natin. Meron na ba ditong naka-experience? Pasuyin naman ako. Pa-type naman ng 1 kung na-experience nyo ng maagawan ng limelight. Yung kayo yung nagpagod or pinakamaraming ambag. kung student ka, yung effort mo sa schoolwork mas madami, pero biglang iba yung napunta sa spotlight, iba yung na-highlight. In short, na-echapwera yung effort ninyo. Pa-type naman ng 1 para lang makita ko kung meron ng mga nakaranas na maagawan ng spotlight. And they can happen. Whether sinasadya or hindi. Mark Joshua, hello po. By the way guys, now it's 7:50 on the clock. Although syempre pagdating sa Spotify or sa YouTube, depende kung kailan nyo ito mapapanood. And gusto ko lang batiin ang 15 viewers natin via TikTok. So sino po yung naka-experience? Meron na ba? Meron na ba? O wala pa? Uy, happy ako kung wala pang nakaka-receive ng ganitong experience. Just in case, ito yung mga pag-iisipan natin. Dapat mo bang kausapin si teammate privately? Or sige, gawin ko pa siyang mas madrama ng konti. Would you have the courage na sitahin ang coworker? Paano kung boss mo to? Kaya mo bang erase sa boss mo na, boss, bakit ganun? Ako yung nag-effort, pero bakit kinuha mo yung credit for it? Alam nyo guys, importante yung concept ng courage sa mga ganitong situation only because whatever it is na gagawin mo or pipiliin mong gawin would be determined by yung level ng courage na meron ka. Some people may be not too comfortable. Some people may find it too much sa personality nila to confront. Specifically, tayong mga Pinoy, nabanggit to ng mga nakatrabaho ko na foreigners. For some reason daw, tayong mga Pinoy are so afraid of confrontation na oo na lang tayo, pagkikibit balikat, parang, sige, never mind, ganun talaga siguro. Instead of really acting, standing up, and telling what we really feel about the situation. So, magdedepende pa rin sa personality. Ang sabi dito sa Q ko, kapag tumahimik ka, unfair ba sa'yo? Or ikaw na rin ba ang talo kapag gano'n? While kanina sinabi ko it's all about personality. But sa current disposition ko and sa experience ko sa work, I would agree. Pag tumahimik ka, ang term na dati ng mga boss namin, if hindi mo kayang sabihin sa face ko or hindi mo kayang tawag mo dito, hindi mo kayang sabihin kung ano yung nasa loob mo, then zip. Di ba? Zip. Wag kang mag-tantrums, wag kang nagpaparinig, wag kang magdadabog sa work, wag mong i-self-destruct yung work mo kasi hindi ka nagsalita, hindi mo sinabi. Guys, benefit of the doubt. For all you know, hindi alam nung taong nakagrab ng credit mo sa work yung ginawa niya. Akala niya alam ko minsan parang, napakatanga naman niya for not knowing. But yes, it is what it is. Minsan di sinasadya, minsan di nila alam na naagawan ka pala nila ng limelight. So, I mean, di ba? Masisisi mo ba sila kung hindi ka nagsalita naman? Well, the question lang naman is, kapag sa mga ganitong scenario, sino ang may kasalanan ba talaga? Yung nakuhanan ng credit? Yung kumuha ng credit? Or ikaw for being silent? Maraming pwedeng isipin or pag-isipan. Hindi ko alam kung maraming mag-a-agree dito, but in reality guys, ang trabaho punta muna ako dun sa paano kapag ang nag-grab ng opportunity mo or nag-grab ng credit mo is your superior. Wala, dilitaw sa recording ko, may Encantadia na nag-prompt. Paano kapag ang nang-agaw ng credit mo is your boss? I just want to express this fact, no. Unang-una, guys, some organizations are structured in a way na it's normal for the supervisors to take in yung output mo, i-tweak lang ng konti, i-correct yung grammar, ibahin yung font color, presentation yan, to tweak it. and then present it to management. Only because some organizations, hindi sila structured na ang, say for example, yung level mo as, say for example, associate, hindi nagpe-present talaga sa boardroom. So, syempre, ang magpe-present nun, yung superior mo. So, bakit ko to sinasabi? Kasi, baka this can also help you understand better na hindi sa inaagawan ka ng opportunity. Kung hindi, yung level mo sa work, wala pa siya dun sa level na pwede kang mag-present, pwedeng ikaw yung maging face, pwedeng ikaw yung mag-represent ng department mo. And that's very normal. Chan, hello, magandang gabi. Hi, Roel, magandang gabi sa inyo. At magandang gabi, uy, 43 na. Hello sa 43 viewers natin ngayon. Zoro, hello. Ricardo. Pinaputol ko talaga yung like. But anyway, this is how TikTok works. So, hello po. Ano daw? Ano ma-offer mo sa huge hedgehog? Huh? Huh? So, when you have that understanding, going back lang, when you have that understanding na part ng structure ninyo, unfortunately, na you do the legwork pero someone else becomes the face of the idea, then baka mas maintindihan mo kung bakit ganun. Hi, Kuya Andre. Good evening. So, I hope that gives you a little bit of parang kagaangan ng loob na, uy, hindi naman sa inaagawan ka. It's just that your structure is created that way. Magkaiba naman din yung tinatawag nating, kasi pwedeng ganun yung structure ninyo, pero hindi sinabi ng boss mo na this is an output of the team or from the team, or hindi niya sinabi na, by the way guys, say for example, ako yung boss na, by the way guys, that's the presentation. Thank you very much for listening. I just want to highlight that this is a team effort, and actually a great percentage of this presentation was done by Pedro, by Juan, or by Maria. Anong ibig ko sabihin? That also separates a very good, a very secured, and a very admirable leader. Kasi meron siyang sense of maturity na alam niyang ganito ang structure, pero hindi rin naman niya i-grab yung opportunity para i-take advantage yung ganong setup and i-take niya yung ganong opportunity. Uy, Chan, thank you sa follow. Maraming salamat. By the way guys, shameless plug. If you have Spotify, pasunin naman ako, pa-subscribe and pa-follow the Office Ninja Podcast. You'll hear more of this, areas of work, and some areas of personal improvement. And available din tayo sa TikTok, sa YouTube via the Office Ninja channel. Maraming salamat. Magkaiba ang taking credit versus yung structured kayo. And a true leader mentions kung sino ang tumulong mag-come up ng presentation. For some nga, talagang sasabihin pa nila na this is a product and I'm just presenting it to you because I'm required to do so. Uy, 121 na tayo. Guys, thank you. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po sa 121 natin na viewers na nandiyan dyan. I really appreciate sa unang sabak natin. Thank you. Next. Meron akong ni-research na mga tips or siguro pinag-isipan ng mga tips na pwede nating i-factor in siguro sa ganitong klaseng topic. Uy guys, salamat. Sunod-sunod yung follow. Maraming salamat. RV, sa'yo na yung 100k mo. Hindi ko naman magagamit yan. Tip number 1. Let me read it para klaro siya and at the same time i-expound natin. Sabi sa tip number 1, make sure you have your signature sa gawa mo. Yes, this was a tip given to me by one of my mentors before. Gawin mong sobrang distinct ng gawa mo, sobrang distinct ng kakayahan mo, na alam nilang pag nakita nila yung presentation, pag narinig nila yung wordings, even sa Excel, yung mga color choices mo ng cells, yung font size na ginagamit mo, parang siya nang gumawa nito Parang galing to kay Yun yung sinasabi kong signature. That's very important because in reality, sa workplace talaga, possible na hindi ikaw ang mag-present ng ginawa mo. Pero dahil familiar sila sa the way you do work, familiar sila the way you organize information, alam nila agad na yes, this person may be speaking in front of me, But I know this part, that part, or the entirety of the presentation was done by Pedro. Or itong idea na to is something na ang gumawa ay si ganito. May comment dito si Lay. Sabi niya, that's one of my learnings from you. Sell yourself na ikaw yon. Yes. Correct. And naunahan mo ko kasi nandito siya sa, nasa notes ko siya. You should be able to sell yourself na yung consumer mo, yung nagko-consume ng output mo is nandyan talaga at makikita nila. That's you. Luz Games, hello. Shoutout daw, sabi niya. Maraming salamat sa Tip number 2, make a follow-through. Anong ibig sabihin natin sa make a follow-through? Sabi dito, have the courage to ask your boss or that person na, kumusta yung presentation natin? Di ba? Parang medyo pasimplihan mo ng ganong atake. Emphasis dun sa word na natin. This way, your boss or your colleague knows that you are keeping tabs and that the result of whatever efforts you put into matter and you want feedback. Para alam nila na, pinresent mo siya, ikaw yung humarap, pero kumusta? Kumusta, di ba? Bridget, sabi niya, pahinga ka muna. Bakit naman? Okay lang tayo. Chill lang naman tayo. Sabi dito, you can mask it na parang nagtatanong ka kung anong take nila on specific parts. Pwede rin yun. Ibang atake yun. Pwede mong tanungin, kunyari, alam mo kung sino yung nag-attend ng presentation, lapitan mo si employee ganito, tanungin mo siya. Say for example, ang pangalan niya ay Neo. Ba't Neo? Neo, you were in the presentation kahapon, di ba? Anong tingin mo dun sa may slide na ganito, di ba? Anong tingin mo dun sa data dun? Nahirapan ako nung ino-organize ko yun eh. But I hope na present ko siya properly. Naintindihan mo ba siya? Something of that sort. Para sa ganun, itong si Neo na nakinig, parang, ay, okay, sa'yo pala galing to. Bakit mo to ginagawa? Hindi dahil sa nangaagaw ka pabalik ng attention. Not because gumaganti ka. But it's more of aligning the people. It's more of putting people on that perspective na, uy, this part, akong nag-contribute nito. Mali ba yun? Hindi. I think it's all about, again, selling yourself properly, giving people perspective, or just in case, sabi ko nga sa iyo kanina yung signature, just in case, napapaisip sila na, si Juan ba gumawa nito? Napapaisip sila na, okay, siya nga, kasi tinanong niya sa akin itong part na to. The worst case scenario natin, so paano kapag talaga namang nananadya? Anong gagawin natin kapag nananadya na talaga yung boss? At parang yung battle plan niya is agawin talaga yung credit. May ganun talaga. So far, since nag-start tayo kanina, I've been trying to show the balance, show the good reality where posible namang hindi sinasadya, or sige, kung hindi tayo sure anong pinanggagalingan ng kabilang panig, so to speak, we try to lawakan pa rin yung pag-iisip natin. Titigil ko lang yung recording nung screen. Yeah. So, aasa tayo ngayon kay TikTok sa recording. Sino si Ken? Hello sa'yo. Deron Andre, hello. Good evening. So, paano kapag talagang i-hold lang? Hello, 3 dot. Paano kapag talagang wala lang? Ano lang talaga? Credit grabber lang talaga yung coworker natin. What if yung boss mo asshole lang talaga? Wala siyang sense of pride and inaagawan ka niya. 2 things. Binanggit ko na to kanina sa start natin and just want to re-emphasize it. Ano yung level of courage na meron ka? Not everyone is built for confrontation, pero pwede ka namang mag-confront tactfully. Question is, do you have that courage to confront? Bakit, ba't mo pipiliin yung drama, so to speak? So, kung ang drama na yun is something that can set you free, that can, yung luluwag sa loob mo, then, go. Walang problema. Support lang natin yan, di ba? Actually, if 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 you just keep to the facts, so to speak, factual lang, tanggalin mo yung emotion when you confront, then, di ba, should be okay. Should be okay. Um, Best intentions, you just want them to know that you know, na alam mo yung ginagawa nila, yung pag-undermine nila ng efforts mo. Sabi ni Lay, tawag doon principle of entrepreneurship, selling yourself. Yes, correct. Pacman, anong sabi? Anong DF? Hindi ko alam yung DF. Hi na. Tuti, love. Hello po sa live natin. Maganda to. Meron din ako nilagay sa note. Pag-isipan mo, is this the battle na gusto mong pasukan? Diba? Totoo to. Alam ko, gas-gas to sa mga nasa work or naririnig nyo to sa school. Choose your battle. Justin Olarte, shout out sa'yo. Diba? Choose your battles. Is this that type of battle na gusto mong pasukan? Alam ko, mas complicated to pag boss mo, syempre. Do you want this confrontation and risk na posibleng magkaroon ng lamat yung dynamics ninyo? If it's a co-worker, say for example, magkatabi kayo sa desk, ready ka ba na maging ganito yung situation ninyo moving forward na awkward? So, if yes ang sagot, then go. Next consideration, pwede bang second chance? Third chance? Fourth chance? Depende sa inner peace mo. And depende sa guts mo. So, I guess what we're trying to say is, if kaya namang pagtiisan pa, then go. Shoutout daw kay Rian Sakay, sabi ni Justin Olarte. Maraming salamat. Uy, 7 Tokage, hello. Guys, thank you sa mga nagtatap-tap. As of this time, it's 8:08. Nasa 6,600 likes na tayo. So maraming salamat. Bridget, shoutout din sa'yo. Happy Friday. And I hope everything is okay. Sa mga nag-work dyan for this week, I hope guys, take nyo yung opportunity na magpahinga. Weekend na. Deserve ninyo yan. Kim Patrick, hello. Sige, lahat ng gustong pa-shoutout muna tayo bago ko tumuloy. Yue, hello. Mitsushika, hello. Johnson, good evening. Salamat guys. 53 viewers tayo so far. Maraming salamat sa inyo na nandyan sa live natin. Really appreciate the support. Guys, if you have Spotify, sorry, alam ko kukulitin ko kayo for the entirety of this live. But yes, please help follow and subscribe to my Spotify podcast account, The Office Ninja Podcast. We're also available in YouTube via The Office Ninja channel. So, pasuyo naman. Sabi ni Lay, kaya I'm lucky, nag-guide ako ni... Lay. Okay. Si Lay pala to. Okay, health and safety practitioner. Sa mga colleagues ko, nung nakasama ko siya, nagturo sa akin how to be a great presenter. I'm glad to be of help, Lay. Shoutout sa'yo and sa family. Ralph James Esin, hello sa'yo. Akala ko pa-shot. May out pala sa dulo. Pa-shot out. Thank you sa follow. Give us a good explanation for us, younger generation. Is it hard to get a work? Yes. I mean, hindi natin pwedeng discount yung reality na mahirap maghanap ng work. Kailan ba yon? Nasa isang live stream ako this week and meron akong nabasa during a live na 1 year siya bago nakahanap ng trabaho. Although this person I believe is located in Metro Manila. But ang naisip ko naman doon is, pero teka, mas maraming opportunity din doon. So, yes, mahirap. Kaso ang ko kasi doon, ang idea ko doon is, wag mapili sa work, wag mahiya na mag-start entry level as in doing the menial administrative job, yung pinakamaduming work na part ng work mo. So, kunyari, gusto mo maging finance professional. Magsisimula ka talaga na ikaw yung nagbabalanse lang ng sheet. Ikaw lang yung nagko-compute, gumagawa ng nag-paperma ng nag-i-issue ng resibo, and then work your way up. Pag nasa loob na kayo, dun yung pakita yung gilas na na-develop sa inyo from the university. Doon nyo ipakita yung uh, competencies na na-develop dahil sa mga organizations na pinanggalingan ninyo. Pero pumasok muna kayo sa work. Na minsan nagugulat na lang ako na nagugulat na lang ako dun sa mga applicants na fresh from the university ang asking 22,000, 25,000. Parang, ha? Bakit? Additional question ni Ken, do we need to finish college before we enter the real world? It's not a guarantee for success, pero it will give you the opportunity na mabawasan na yung mga biases na usually kalakip ng mga hindi natapos. But it doesn't mean na, uy, please take note it's not necessarily college. Nakakapagtapos din sa pag-aaral yung mga 2-year course. Meron tayong technical vocational courses. So, hindi kailangan, di ba? Hindi kailangan ganun. But, yeah, depende rin sa pinapasok mong niche. So, say for example, sa creative, sa graphics ka, not much, I would say, kasi may mga industries at may mga trabaho na hindi kailangan naman ng college degree. But, surefire ito, unfortunately, there are still organizations na for you to move up, sige, pwedeng nakapasok ka na, pero para ma-promote ka to eventually humawak ng tao, maging supervisor, or say maging manager eventually, yun, medyo hindi pa rin nawawala yung bias. For some, kailangan pa rin ng college degree. College degree. So, paano ba natin isa-summarize? Paano kung may coworker ka na ginagrab yung credit from you? Communication is key. Uy, thank you. Thank you for reminding. 10,000 likes. Maraming salamat, guys. Really appreciate the support. Salamat sa mga top warriors natin. Bakit communication is key? Again, lahat naman na pag-uusapan. Alam ko, some people may not have the courage. Yung iba tinatamad. Yung iba, parang ba't ko guguluhin yung relationship? Or kailangan ko yung work baka mawalan ako ng work if I confront. Totoo naman lahat yan. But communication is key. Kung hanggang saang level kaya mo communicate, then so be it. Pero pag hindi mo kayang i-confront, hindi mo kayang mag-communicate, or you think that mapapasama ka pag nag-communicate, then a decision has to be made. Ito ba yung workplace setup na gusto mo? Ito ba yung workplace setup na magta-thrive ka? Or do you see yourself staying sa org na to, say, in the next 5-10 years? Hindi masama na pit stop, ha? Hindi masama na pit stop. Anong ibig ko sabihin? Na nandito ka lang sa work ngayon for a certain period of time pero balak mong umalis eventually. Hindi masama yun. Walang masama dun. It's the reality of life. Pero at what cost? Willing ka ba na bubunuin mo yung traffic sa araw-araw only to sit down to that desk, only to hold yung mga tools mo sa work na galit ka, na mainit ang ulo mo, or worst case, dahil sobrang stressful ng buhay mo sa workplace, pag uwi mo, nadadala mo siya sa bahay, nadadala mo siya sa workplace, di ba? It's not worth it kung ako ang tatanungin. Sabi ni Lay, be constructive para di nakaka-offend. Challenge the process, not the person. That's a good point. Stick to the facts. Sabi ko kanina, di ba? Pag-usapan nyo yung sitwasyon. Pag-usapan niyo yung nangyari and not much of the person. Tama si Lay. More often than not, umaalma yung mga tao or nagbibigay ng negative feedback kapag nako-confront yung pagkatao nila as a person. Yung feeling attack, so to speak. But if you stick with what's happening, yung facts lang, di ba? Wala namang problema. Well, actually, ako nga, ang mindset ko dyan, it will test kung gaano kalalim yung relationship ninyo sa work. Kung totoo ba yung family kayo sa work, di ba? Kung totoo siya, kung totoo magbabarkada kayo sa work. If kaya ninyong pag-usapan itong. Okay. So, Ninja Wisdom. Siyempre, dahil tayo ang The Office Ninja, ano bang ninja wisdom ang pwede nating ma-impart sa discussion natin? Sabi dito, visibility at work is not bragging. It's survival. Document your wins, share progress publicly, influence the narrative. Ganda nun. Paano ko ba ito nasulat? Ulitin ko ha. Visibility at work is not bragging. It's survival. Yes, unfortunately, sa work, alam ko, pangit na i-compare siya sa race, pero ultimately, it can be compared to a race kung saan tumatakbo ang lahat, trying to keep pace, lahat ng mata nasa finish line at ang goal ay mahit yung finish line. So, kapag gusto mong maging visible, makita, by really attributing your output to yourself, kasi ikaw naman ang totoong nagpagod, ang sinasabi natin, hindi yun masama. Hindi siya masama na gusto mong maging visible. Lalo na kung may pangarap ka. Walang problema kung, di ba, may mga kasama tayo sa work or baka tayo mismo, yung kontento na tayo where we are now. At hindi rin mali yun. Walang mali doon. EM, ngayon lang kita ulit nakita sa live. Yes, absent tayo for a month. Kasi nagpe-prepare ako for this setup. So may bago akong setup. Although yung room hindi ko pa nasi-setup. Gagawa ko ng studio talaga. And at the same time, itong new format. Pero every Friday lang to guys ha. Mondays to Thursdays, balik tayo sa normal natin na harutan tayo, kwentuhan about life and listening to music. Every Friday lang kasi I use this opportunity to record also for my podcast. And I think that's the cue para kulitin kayo ulit guys. Available on Spotify, The Office Ninja Podcast. Also on YouTube via The Office Ninja channel. Yung second part nung binasa ko kanina, document your wins. Yes guys, sa work kahit na anong industry pa yan, very important that you document. Hindi dahil makwenta tayo, kung hindi, kapag kinailangan, say for example, when you do your performance appraisal, when you have that discussion with your superior, you let the information, the truth, and the facts speak for themselves. And if you have them documented, ito po yung mga na-accomplish ko, ito po yung mga projects ko, ito po yung, tingnan nyo, yung timing po ng submission ko ng reports, laging on time, if not maaga, naka-document. Sige. EM, nagpalit na ka mo ng pangalan. Anong dati mong name? Ayun, mag-secure ng resibo. Tama. Di ba? Lalo na ngayong panahon na to. Sabi dito, share progress publicly and influence the narrative. Yes, alam ko, baka may mga magsasabi na hindi, magtatrabaho lang ako tapos I'll let my work speak for itself. Marcos, hello, good evening. Happy Friday sa'yo, brother. Kaso kasi, sa laki ng organization, minsan hindi makikita yan eh. Or for some reason, hindi mag-a-align yung mga stars at for some reason, hindi ma-attribute sa'yo yung pinagpaguran. Ay, Juna and family, ingat sa biyahe, love, 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 love. So, yes, minsan importante na i-share mo yung progress mo. People should know kung ano rin yung na-effort nyo. And at the same time, hindi man nga siya about influencing the narrative eh. It's just telling them what you're doing. Kasi pinagpapaguran mo yan, no? Until eventually they get to know who you are. Uy, Marcus, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the support. Christian John Valenzuela, yan po. Binasa ko talaga, sorry. Pero baka nakalimutan mo na. Yes, sorry. But yes, welcome back sa live. And welcome back sa live sa akin. So yes, siniseryoso na natin yung pagpa-podcast kasi guys. When I say siniseryoso, I'm putting more effort to produce proper content. And yes, sabi ko, total, nagla-live naman ako sa TikTok. I might as well use the recording ng TikTok para gamitin siya sa podcast recording. Kasi medyo nakakasiwa akong mag-record ng sarili ko pa sa podcast for now. Until eventually makapag-adjust. Yes, thank you Marcos for the support. Maraming. Sa office, kung tahimik ka, parang wala kang ambag. Hindi ka nagyayabang kung pinapakita mo yung effort mo. Nag-iingat ka lang na hindi ka ma-overlook. Tama naman, di ba? Tama naman. If may mga tao na courageous enough para mag-grab ng credit from someone else's effort, lalong hindi nakakahiya na tumayo, magtaas ng kamay at i-claim what is rightfully yours. Lalo na kung pinagpaguran. So, Yeah, basically yun yung topic natin for uh, tonight. No? So once again guys, thank you very much. I'm not sure kung nandito sa live ang letter sender natin, but ang letter sender natin ay itatago ko sa pangalang Multo dahil nag-ghost daw siya, gino-ghosting siya yung effort niya kinukuha ng iba. Uh, I hope tama ang timing natin at hindi too late na nakapagbigay ako ng payo doon sa problemang dinulog niya. I believe si Multo ay nag-message sa IG. So, yes, ngayon na nagti-TikTok tayo guys, kung meron kayong similar problem sa work, sa school, i-type nyo lang, i-DM nyo ako guys, para nyo mapili natin siya na topic natin. We are recording this and the edited recorded live session will be uploaded sa Office Ninja Spotify where you are now, or maybe kung kayo ay nasa YouTube via the Office Ninja channel. In case na hindi pa kayo naka-follow or subscribe, please do so. Also, I'm just announcing that batch 2 of the letter senders or tinatawag kong story partners ay open na. Nag-announce ako kagabi sa IG and sa Facebook ulit. So, iniipon ko na yung next 6 naman natin na mga questions. And we do this every Friday, guys. So, kung trip nyo lang naman, samahan nyo ako every Friday. Ganito ang setup natin kapag Friday. Again, kapag normal naman ay normal na araw ay yung magulong live natin. But once again, thank you very much for joining me, and please, as I always do sa podcast natin, please do not forget to prioritize your inner peace. Thank you very much and see you again.